about postgraduate and undergraduate studies, they are vastly different. Now, some of you might not know that there is a difference between your undergraduate studies and your postgrad studies. So in this video, we'll be detailing exactly what those differences are. And who knows, this could help you make the decision of whether you want to study further or if you'd rather go straight into working after your undergraduate studies. Without any further ado, let's get into the video. Hello everyone and welcome to I Know You Know, your one-stop knowledge sharing platform for all things careers, life after high school, as well as opportunities that are available to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. And if you like any part of this video, please give it a thumbs up so it can rank higher and other people can find our video. As titled in the description, on the thumbnail, and in our intro, we will be telling you a lot more about the differences between undergraduate studies and postgraduate studies, specifically focusing on explaining a bit more about postgraduate studies. So let's look at what the main difference is. So the main difference is essentially the fact that for your postgraduate studies, you have a research paper, and this takes up the bulk of your marks. So you know, in undergrad, you actually attend lectures, you've got tests, you've got exams, and those take up a bulk of your coursework or your mark for the actual course. Some undergraduate programs, especially those that are with honors or coupled with honors, do have a research component to them. However, once again, it doesn't take up the bulk of the marks of your undergraduate studies. Now, many of you are probably asking yourself, what does she mean by a research paper? Well, we will film a detailed video on exactly what a research paper is, but essentially that is where you put together a body of work that you have researched and written yourself about a specific topic that is relevant to your course and what your program is all about. For your research paper, you do have a supervisor who will be helping to guide you as you write your academic paper. Now, this of course is another difference from undergrad, where undergrad, most of your interactions with your lecturers are one-to-many. This means your lecturer is standing in front of a class and lecturing, guiding you and teaching you. Whereas with your research paper, where you actually work one-on-one with a supervisor or sometimes more than one supervisor, you've got that one-on-one interaction with the lecturer or supervisor where they guide you depending on what your research topic is. So now that you know the differences between postgrad and undergrad, let's get into how you can prepare for your postgraduate studies. The first thing you want to do while you're still in undergrad is find a topic within your degree that you are interested in doing research in and in basing your postgraduate studies on. Now, this is a little bit easier if you are already in an undergraduate program that is relevant, such that you can look through your own coursework, talk to the people who are already your lecturers and possibly future supervisors, and really just discuss with them the different aspects of your lecture material and the content of your degree that you find interesting, and even get a feel of what are the different topics that you could potentially look into to go and study further. Now, you have to be absolutely in love with your topic, because once the going gets tough during your postgraduate studies, sometimes your interest in your topic and really wanting to get that body of work out there is what keeps you going. So make sure that when picking your topic, you do that in a relaxed manner. Now, some people wait until it's application time to think about a topic. Now, naturally, this might end up with you making incorrect decisions or rushing through a decision that you maybe might not really have thought through. And so while you're in undergrad, it is best to start thinking about your topic and exactly how you might go about it. The second tip about how to prepare is to look or read through research papers within your degree and within the space you want to base your postgraduate studies on. This would give you an idea of what is expected of you as a postgraduate study as a postgraduate student, because you yourself would have to put together a paper similar to some of the papers you might find already having been written in the space. Of course, your paper does not have to be exactly the same as what is already out there. I mean, the whole point of studying further and doing research is to uncover new things within the space, new topics, and also to really find a new way or perspective of looking at things that might have already been there for a while, but maybe someone hasn't really looked at it through the lens that you are trying to look at it through. And so you don't have to replicate the papers that you see. In fact, reading other papers might even give you an idea of how you might want to approach your topic. Lastly, for those that are already in postgrad, here are 5 tips that can make your experience a little bit better. Number 1, manage your time. Number 2, ask for help. Just because you're in postgrad, it doesn't mean that there's an expectation for you to know everything and know your way around everything. There's a reason you have a supervisor. There's a reason you have peers who are in the same field as you. There's always that opportunity for you to ask for help. Number 3, narrow down your tasks. You can't do everything all at once, so it's important to plan what are the tasks that you need to accomplish and then make sure you prioritize them accordingly, starting with the important ones first, or sometimes you might want to start with the most difficult ones first, but make sure that you do meet all your deadlines. So in your prioritizing, consider deadlines. Number 4, use academic research resources. What this means is that you can Google anything, you can search for anything on any sort of search engine. But what you want to do is to use specifically academic resources for your research. This will help you go directly to academic papers that you can even cite in your work, and will avoid things like you just getting or reading something that's actually someone else's opinion that wasn't really studied through and might not really count much as having weight in the body of work you are trying to put together. If you'd like a video on specifically what these academic resources are, pop that in the comment section below. Number 5, don't aim for perfection. It's very important for you to get started. Rather make something exist first and then make it perfect later. And this counts especially when you are writing a large body of work. It can be a little bit daunting to get started, but you'd rather start and then at a later stage then edit, chop out the things that don't really sound well or don't really fit well with your topic, and at least work on something, as opposed to delaying starting and then even at a later stage needing to edit anyways. We hope that you have found this video useful. If you are considering going into postgraduate studies, let us know what program you want to study in and also what other questions you have. See you in the next video. Bye.